What's going on, everybody? We're back because apparently it's spoiler season and they just keep coming. The waterfall of spoilers has not ended for set 4, Jump to Lightspeed. I've got Mike, Jay here. You guys ready?
We're ready, Coach.
We got so many to hit. Let's dive right in.
Ready.
Nebula Ignition. Wow. 9 cost. Blue event. Disaster. Defeat each unit that isn't upgraded. It's a legendary. Oh boy. Super laser blast for everybody. Sort of.
I think that's the only redeeming quality of it is that it gives heroes some version of a board wipe, but it's just like way worse than super laser blast in my opinion.
It's way more niche for sure.
Yeah.
I think weirdly I feel like this card gets better as we go, because I think right now everybody's gonna be so obsessed with putting pilots on their ships that this is probably not gonna turn out well for you. The other thing is, like, if you're playing a deck where you want to put upgrades on your stuff and your opponent doesn't, then it becomes a one-sided board wipe. But obviously it costs 9 if you make it to 9, and you probably should get close to winning anyway. So I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely weird.
I mean, maybe you play this in like a deck that I played in set 1 where it was Thrawn. It was like all events and you don't play units, so that when you play this, you're not killing your own stuff. You're just playing upgrade hate to make sure that when you get to 9, you can just kill all their stuff. But then it's like, if you're playing Thrawn anyway, just play Super Laser Blast.
Yeah.
Yeah, this fits into like a Yoda shell too, because you want expensive stuff on that you can throw and kill things on the flip. The one thing that's going to feel real bad is not being able to kill something with like a single experience or a shield.
That's the next thing I was going to say. Is like Garsax and decks are coming back, I think, because there's so many shielded and upgrades now. It's like, what do you do against those?
Right.
Yeah.
So it could be. I mean, it could be a good. I think it'll see play. I think it even if it's in the sideboard as an option, but we'll see.
It's interesting.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see if there is some kind of like all events deck that you can make this work in, that you don't care about. It's just killing their stuff in a hero, right?
Yeah. Well, it fits into the Mando deck, right?
That's fair. I could totally play this in my Mando deck.
That's
but I'm
true.
playing no. I'm playing bounties on their guys.
That's
they're
true.
going to be upgraded.
You're right. Yeah.
That's an unfortunate anti-synergy.
Yeah, unfortunate. Guys, we got more Twi'leks.
More Twi'lek synergy.
Twi'lek synergy. Bold Resistance card from Twilight. It's about to get real good with all your Twi'leks. We've got 4 cost Cham Syndulla. This one's pretty sweet. 4 cost red of ground unit. It's a 5/4 Rebel and Twi'lek. When played, if an opponent controls more resources than you, you may put the top card of your deck into play as a resource. This is cracked.
This is a sick card.
Yeah, it's a really cool.
In my opinion. And it's neutral, so it can be played on either side. This slots right into a deck playing like Cripple Authority, where you're already wanting to have less resources, like Lando.
Yeah,
I know
Lando,
I tried playing Lando and I did not do it justice. I got absolutely destroyed. I don't even know if this is going to go up before that video, so spoilers. Literal spoilers, because this is spoiler review. But a deck like that where you're going to have less resources than your opponent, this card is cracked. I think this goes like in Lando red.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Well,
I can't see you not wanting it in that deck.
This also, we're going into, a Piet meta, where we're going to have capital, like we're going to see.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of ramp.
A lot of super laser tech, resupply carriers. Ramp is always going to be a thing.
Well, also, everybody is obsessed with Han right now, and this is just like the anti-Han card. Like they use their Han ability, and you get your own resource as well. Like that's so sick. And you keep yours.
Yeah. Because it is like if you're at 5 and they do the DJ thing, they take it. It's like, all right, well, here's my Cham. And
and then you have if you have a 5-flip leader, all of a sudden now you're flipping that turn too.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot to like about it, and it's a 4 cost 5/4. So a lot of 4 cost 5/4s haven't been played, but they don't have enough immediate impact on the game. Whereas this, like, if you're able to ramp back up and then they have to deal with this, I don't know, that seems pretty sweet.
In the situations where this is good, it's gonna be really good. Like, do you ever just play like a deck where you want to just stop at 4 and then when you draw this you just play it and then go to 5? Like, I mean, Lando's a great example.
Like literally Lando flip turn, you flip, you smuggle out Falcon, you lose your resource, so you go back down to 3, which sucks.
Right. And then the
following
next
turn you play this guy, go back up. It's like,
that's cool.
Also Kylo. Like, I mean, not always at 4, but he can, like,
if he's spending all of his cards anyway, like wanting to spend his cards rather than, like lets you develop a threat on the board rather than put it into your resource row if you're low on cards anyway. So pretty cool.
Sweet card.
And the other thing is ramp out of green, so you can ramp without having to play green.
Yes, totally.
It's nice.
It's like catch up though. It's not quite ramp, but it is nice.
Okay, here's one.
Lake Country.
34 health, neutral, rear base at Naboo.
A classic scene.
This is that Twin Suns base I wanted.
Classic scene. Yeah, exactly. This is the Twin Suns all the way.
Yeah. I mean, you could just set up all your Twin Suns. Everybody has to bring Lake Country. We're all battling.
Yeah. Actually, that'd be really fun.
I like it.
I mean, what do you do with it? I feel like this is a card that is going to just continually get better as we get more cards in the card pool. You know, when we're at 6 sets and it's like obviously the double costed, you know, like the double blue vigilance you want to run, but is there enough good stuff that 4 health is worth going a single color?
I think I'd argue the opposite, actually. I think I'd argue that the synergies by playing 2 colors together are going to get so much better as well that it won't benefit you to only play 1 color, even if you're getting 4 health. You're going to be giving up a ton of potential synergy, and
it depends on how
power.
many more chilled sins and queels we get, right? It's like those really benefit you.
Does queel work with this?
No,
it has to. Yeah, it has to match with your base.
Depends on how many more chilled sins.
How many?
Just chilled sin.
If we get more cards
That's true.
that.
That's true.
Then mitigates it a little
playing
bit.
Double blue is just like I can't imagine playing a mono blue deck and not wanting to pay for
post
vigilance.
rotation when we lose.
Okay, sure, because this will be like set 1 in the next meta.
How many
maybe cunning and vigilance for sure. Command.
Yeah, how many good double aspect cards have we seen in set 4?
That's a good point.
That you want to be playing.
It's like those are buying like a long shot the best ones, obviously. But yeah.
I mean, you got stuff like Bodhi Rook and Cantina Bouncer, but nothing on the level of cunning and
vigilance and whatever. Yeah. Interesting card though. I mean, I get it. You can sort of think about it as like you're getting, I don't know, like 30% of a vigilance anyway, just by playing this base. Maybe that's an interesting thought. I mean, you can still play them for 6. People have done that before, but
yeah.
All right, we're doing some Twin Suns at the Lake Country for Padme's vacation home. So get ready, guys.
I hate sand.
Going to the lake house. All right, so Poe Dameron, this was actually spoiled last week, but we didn't have an image for it that was good enough. So here it is. 4 cost green hero, Poe Dameron, 3/3, resistance pilot. When played as a unit, create an X-Wing token. You may attach this unit as an upgrade to a friendly vehicle unit without a pilot on it. Or you could play him as a pilot for 2, and he gives +2/+3.
Pretty cool. I mean, the flexibility here is you can pay for it to get a ship to pilot him on, right?
So it'd be a 4/5 in space if you have nothing on board, right?
Yeah,
because an X-Wing is 2/2.
You can also keep them separate, so you can have a 3/3 and a 2/2. You can have Poe on the ground and then an X-Wing in space. Like you don't have to attach him as a pilot, which is
totally. Cool. But it does give you the flexibility that if for whatever reason you're playing some kind of pilot synergy deck that needs you to have a pilot out there. Or you're playing, I don't know, whatever it might be. This gives you flexibility that you don't have to have a ship on board. You can just play this dude and you get it.
Yeah, the flexibility is I think 100% why you play this. It's you can do a ton of different things with it, right? So Yeah, I think this is gonna be really sick in draft too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
being able to contest both lanes with one card.
Yep.
That's good. That's a good point.
Cool. It's a big thing.
The CR90 Relief Runner, 6-cost blue space unit. It's a Rebel vehicle capital ship. It's a 4/6 with Restore 2. When defeated, heal up to 3 damage from a unit or a base, and it is a common. More Thrawn stuff.
Yep. While this is a Rebel ship, it works well with Thrawn for sure.
More Thrawn, more Piet. It's like, hold on a second. How'd the bad guys get a hold of this ship?
Yeah. This in Thrawn is crazy, especially if you do like sneak attack. You can like sneak attack this in, attack, get the Restore 2, and then heal 3 twice. So
wow, so you're healing
8 healing. That's a lot.
Yeah, I mean that's
could be a fun time.
We play Redemption,
and then you do like triple dark raid as well, and bring this in, Restore 2, it goes back to your hand, bring it back in. Like it's a lot of healing.
Yeah, that's
over
really
time.
Good. Yep. Probably pretty good in draft too. I mean,
is it Krennic that does something about when defeated abilities?
Yeah, they cost 1 less.
They cost 1 less. Ooh. So you can play this for even cheaper.
Yeah,
you could do in Piet. You could do this. Yeah, you do Krennic first turn, and then you play this for 4. Yeah.
If you have Piet out, you could play it for 3.
That's nasty.
Oh gosh, this is gonna get insane. I love it. All right, Mike, it's your boo. Power from Pain, 3-cost blue villain tactic. Give a unit +1/+0 for this phase for each damage on it. It's an uncommon.
I like the art.
That's about the best you can say about it.
I have no idea why this costs 3.
Yeah, agreed. Like there's a red event.
Somebody justify
play it if you got to immediately use the unit.
Yeah, if it was like give a unit +1/+0 for this phase and attack with it. Like
there is a card in red, a Grim Resolve that costs 2. It does the same thing, but you get to attack with it.
Really?
Yeah.
It just gives the unit grit.
Grim Resolve.
Is it Grim Resolve?
Does it say give the unit grit, or does it? I gotta look this up.
For the attack.
Okay. Attack with a non-leader unit gains grit for this attack.
Non-leader unit.
Yeah, that's the way. I mean, like the difference is that like you can use this on a unit that already has grit, where you can't double up on grit if you're playing the other card.
Oh yeah, double grit.
But still trash.
Yeah. I agree.
Sadly.
All right, but put that art on a mat, right?
Yes, please.
Send it right to Mike.
Yeah.
Executor or Executor. How do you guys?
I think it's Executor.
Executor. It sounds so much cooler. Executor. But whatever. 11.
Execute.
Execute.
Executor.
Yeah. Okay. 11 cost green villain space unit. Might of the Empire. It's a 12/12 Imperial vehicle capital ship with Overwhelm. And when played and on attack and when defeated and when your mama says create 3 TIE Fighter tokens.
You know, the ship has Overwhelm, but I feel underwhelmed.
Okay. Hear me out. I just played a game with the lovely gentleman D House over here.
That's me.
Where I was playing Vader and I had a Piet out, okay? And I did Galactic Ambition. Now imagine I had Executor to do that. And I got 6 TIE Fighter tokens in addition.
Imagine.
Doing that. Or you could just timely intervention and
I'll only take 11 damage on my base.
That's it. Just 11.
Hey, I had 0 damage on my base when I did it last game. Yeah, so it's fine.
That sounds like David's fault.
All right, obligatory Piet comment, right? You can play this at 9.
Yep. Is Piet the new ECL? Everyone just every time something green comes up.
Yeah,
Captain. I meant Piet, the leader, but Piet.
I know that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It's whatever. It's probably not good.
Yeah, I don't like this one. It costs 11, guys. Like, and all it does is make 1/1s.
Mike, weren't you just playing an
makes a lot of
deck
1/1s
like 2 seconds ago?
Yeah, I would not play this in that.
Like Devastator is just better at 10.
Yeah.
It does feel like you need to like kill something or do damage like that when you're at that level.
Yeah. Like, how does this help you win the game that you wouldn't have won by playing any other big card?
Exactly.
So that's where the disappointment comes from, especially for such an iconic, like, badass ship. It's not badass enough.
Yep.
Language, Mike. Jeez. Relentless Firespray. We've got a double red. Here we go. All right. 6 cost space unit. It's a 4/6 underworld vehicle transport. On attack, ready this unit. Use this ability only once each round. And it's a rare.
I think this card's insane.
It is insane. Talk about double red, double aspect stuff. You're not going to Lake Country with this guy.
I've already built a deck with this card in it on SWDB. And it's a Boba Fett yellow deck, the new Boba Fett. And the whole idea is
you're going yellow.
Yeah. So because on his flip turn, you play triple Dark Raid.
Oh.
You fish this out, and it still costs 6 because of the discount from triple Dark Raid. And so this comes into play ready, and then you flip Boba onto this ready, and then you get to attack twice for you deal 16 damage plus the 4 indirect that he dealt when he flipped. So
pretty spicy.
Sounds kind of sick.
That seems, and it's that 4/6 stat line of you can't get Fell the Dragon or take down.
Well, once you flip Boba. Well, no, you can't. Once you flip Boba.
Once Boba's there, it's a leader, so it's kind of protected.
So you can't get Fell the Dragon. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it's a very one lane
in a red yellow. But yeah.
Yeah.
Hear me out. You can also do that if you triple Dark Raid a Fett's Firespray and play Bravado.
That's true. Oh yeah. All right. I definitely have Firespray in there, but Bravado needs to be in there now too.
Oh, let's go. OTK is
this
coming,
deck
guys.
is building itself.
OTK. It's the new
and then on the next turn, you get to follow it up with like Planetary Bombardment or something silly like that, and just
gross
overwhelm them with damage.
Yeah, this is a really cool card. I think that there will be some neat combo decks built around this card.
Yep. You could sneak away some wins from behind, like kind of nutty.
One weird thing that
cool.
I would like is like one, it's a transport for Rio, but it's double red and Rio's yellow. That stinks. And it's also Underworld, which would be cool in a Cadvane deck, but Cadvane's yellow as well.
Yeah.
All right.
But it's a cool card.
Oh gosh.
Oh, here we go. David's favorite show.
Now we're cooking.
My favorite show, guys, is here, and it's going to be at every top table in the world. It's going to be great. I don't even know how to say it. It's Kaz, right? I don't know.
Kazuda.
How do you say
Xiono.
the last name?
Xiono.
Okay. Best pilot in the galaxy. We'll see. Action. Exhaust. Friendly unit loses all abilities for this round. Take an extra action after this one. Okay. First thing I saw was, holy crap, we've got action stacking from Star Wars Destiny, and that makes me very nervous.
Now we're cooking.
Yep.
But he's got the epic action. If you control 4, we're at 4, guys. 4 or more. Deploy a leader or, as a unit or as an upgrade. And here we go. On his unit side, he's a 2/5. On attack, choose any number of friendly units. They lose all abilities for this round. On the pilot side, he's a +3/+3. Attached unit is a leader unit, and it gains on attack. Choose any number of friendly units. They lose all abilities for this round.
It's wicked.
Yeah, we all think this is stupid good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he is the best pilot in the galaxy, as his subtitle claims.
Yeah. And he ain't lying.
So what's the obvious combos that everyone immediately knew was like Millennium Falcon. You don't have to pay for it to stay out. And then Fireball, which we haven't talked about yet, so it doesn't take damage at the end of the phase.
And the stolen one that you...
the stolen
they don't steal.
Hauler. You don't get to steal it. That's really cool. But then we got some clarification on the stream the other day at the draft stream. And they said, one, there's a rules change that when something removes abilities from a unit, it removes it for the phase and cannot gain those abilities post. So if it has Sentinel and then you remove Sentinel with like Spec Force Soldier, you can't then give it Sentinel with something like Captain Typho for the rest of the phase.
Interesting.
So this says going forward, they can't gain any abilities for the rest of the phase. So that includes something like Heroic Sacrifice. You get to deal the +2, draw a card, or whatever, +3, draw a card, but then it doesn't die. And then also Trench Run, you get to do the +4, and then not have to be destroyed by flipping cards from the top of your opponent's deck. What do y'all think?
Pretty good.
That seems okay.
I mean, like, just keeping the Falcon around forever seems good without having to spend a resource. Like, even that is like Falcon's like the best ship in the game still, I think, or at least best early game ship. And then Fireball's sick. Like, I feel like there's so many cards that synergize with this really well. And
bounties, it just gets rid of bounties on
blanks
units.
The bounties. That's going to be crazy because I mean, like, Top Target has been a really big card when it comes to combating aggro, and you just blank the card that your opponent top targets. That's pretty wild. So
also any units that already have bounty, like a la Krona, you can play that in a deck with him and not have to let them ramp whenever it dies if you're able to do that.
Yeah, for sure. And you can play the 1-cost 2/3 ships and not let them draw. Like,
and the cracked thing about it is on his flip, which is on 4 resources, is all of your units no longer have abilities.
Yeah, like,
so you don't have to just choose one.
You're gonna have to have an answer to, like,
Kaz when he flips
Falcon plus Kaz on him, like, in your deck. You're gonna have to be able to deal with that because it just seems really, really crazy. Like, you on his flip turn, you can play Falcon, put this guy on Falcon, and then Trench Run and deal 10. Like, that's pretty wild.
Oh gosh, yeah,
so
that's insane.
It's
or Heroic
he seems
Sac
really good.
that turn as well.
Is Heroic Sac +4 also?
It's +3, but you get to draw.
Okay, so you deal 9. Yeah,
no,
I mean, it's, still
Sacrifice,
crazy amount of damage.
No, it's
just
+2. It's 2.
It's +2. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. +2.
8 to 10 damage on his flip turn, like with nothing on board.
And also, he's yellow, so Surprise Strike is
Yeah, you can have like nine good pump cards in your deck, and then just a bunch of like ships and stuff like that. You have Cassian in there for some surprise damage, like, strong.
Yeah, because you could, like, Surprise Strike with him, turn off abilities for your Sabine, and then not Sabine, like an A-Wing, and then Trench Run with the.
Well, actually, you know what? That's interesting because Trench Run is heroic and Heroic Sacrifice is heroic. So maybe you don't run Surprise Strike, so you don't risk whiffing on for a cause. maybe it lets you replace the Surprise Strike with heroic cards.
The crazy thing about it is that his ability lets you take an extra action, so you can you can use him and then immediately use the Heroic Sacrifice or immediately use the Trench Run, so you don't have to, like, tap, wait, and then play. That's what makes this impressive, in my opinion, is that combo, being able to stack it.
Is it like so they clarified that they can't gain any abilities?
Yeah,
like, they lose all abilities and they can't gain any abilities. That's wild.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
that's going to cause a lot of confusion because it doesn't say that on the card.
Yeah, their clarification was that it overwrites any future edition of the round. I
guess they lose all abilities for this round. Like, for the whole round, they lose all abilities. I guess it depends on how you read it.
All right.
Crazy.
I'm sick of this guy. Speaking of Fireball, I wanted to put a picture of Pitbull on here. 2-cost yellow hero space unit. It's a 3/3 resistance vehicle fighter with ambush. Oh my gosh. When the regroup phase starts, deal 1 damage to this unit.
It seems like a really strong ship.
So obviously, because everybody knows Star Wars Resistance, the show. But this is Kaz's ship, right?
Yes.
No.
Vader?
Yep.
Okay. That's pretty crazy, man.
Ambush into an A-Wing and don't die, even if you're not playing Kaz.
Yeah.
As you only take one back. So you don't die at the end.
Yep. This slots right into the Obi-Wan deck I was just playing against you, Jay. Just
you can heal it up.
Heal it up.
Exactly.
Baby.
Yep. Or Rose, I think.
Except you're playing
Rose. Yeah, Rose. That's right. Yeah. Hey. All right. We're gonna do all yellow ambush vehicles.
This ambush is for 4 with your boy Boba.
That's true.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hero Boba. I was
That's
like,
strong.
what are you talking about?
Kill a Falcon.
Yeah, you kill Falcon.
There you
That's
go.
wild for 2.
Okay.
Nice.
Now we're cooking.
All right.
You just gotta think like David.
That's right.
Boba Fett.
Contracted Hunter. This is a 3-cost yellow ground unit. It's a 4/4 underworld bounty hunter with ambush. What in the world? When the regroup phase starts, defeat this unit.
Unless you're playing Kaz.
Unless you're playing Kaz. This is a 3-cost 4/4 ambush. Is insane.
Or with Hero Boba 5/4.
5/4 with Hero Boba, but then you're losing it at the end of the round.
Yeah.
I don't think you play this outside of Kaz.
You just hit it and then you McClunky it back. So you're doing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
On a 4 resource turn.
Yeah.
Or you're doing 8 if you're if you're doing Hero Boba. If the unit doesn't already die to whatever it's ambushing into.
Well, you could do some Toro shenanigans because it's a bounty hunter.
Yeah, bounty hunter. Yeah.
If it doesn't die.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Right? I mean that.
Or can you trigger a Toro before you trigger the ambush?
Yeah.
Nice. So if he's gonna die anyway, you can.
No, it's after you play.
It's after.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Not when you play.
I think it's after, but I could be wrong. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, it's a very interesting card.
It is when you play another bounty hunter unit, but I think that happens after the when played stuff.
I don't know. I think there's other when you play cards that trigger. You get to choose.
Yeah,
I'm not 100% on that.
I think you can do it before the.
I am not the rules guy, so I do not.
I think
know.
you can do it before.
Isn't Boba Fett when you play a unit with a keyword, you can give it +1, so that would be at the same time as when played, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. Then I guess you could deal 1 to it first with Toro, ready Toro,
and then it's gonna die, and then it probably dies to whatever you're ambushing into.
That's cool.
More than likely. So it could work there. I think it's a little niche, but it's very powerful in the decks that I think that it goes into.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sweet.
Silver Angel, 2-cost blue vehicle. I have no idea what this is.
Whose ship?
I don't either. No idea.
Trace's. It's Trace's ship.
Who's Trace? Oh, we're gonna talk about her in a minute, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's from Clone Wars season 7.
Yeah, the new one. That's right. Okay.
Silver Angel. Come on.
I wish Jim was here to give us the lore.
I was gonna say, Jim, whose ship is this?
All right, 2-cost 2/3 fringe vehicle transport. When 1 more damage is healed from this unit, you may deal 1 damage to a space unit. We got our Rose deck, guys.
Rose synergy. Let's go.
Boom.
Obi-Wan too. This seems really bad to me.
You definitely have to put a pilot on this so that it can actually take damage without dying, and then start triggering its ability, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess
I don't know.
We should look at Trace, I guess, right?
Obi-Wan Rose Twin Suns deck. You play this, pilot it twice in 1 round. You can heal it and ping 1 damage.
I do like that it's not. It's not capped, but also seems bad.
This seems like a fine draft card where you just need a first turn vehicle to be able to pilot.
If you're playing Rose, you're playing this definitely in draft if you can get it. Right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Speaking of Trace
here we go.
Trace Martez, 3-cost blue fringe pilot 2/5. Or piloting for only 1 for +1/+2. Attached unit gains on attack. You may heal 2 total damage from any number of units. See, the problem is it's on attack. It's before, if it was post attack
after you complete an attack.
After you complete an attack.
Yeah.
But I guess you could maybe heal something before you attack with, whatever thing it's on.
Seems trash to me.
It does let you, if you have damage on the silver whatever angel and you have this on there, you can theoretically attack base and then ping something on with your heal, rather than having to attack the thing that you're wanting to ping.
Sure.
Okay, but here's a very niche scenario, but Young Han brings in a vehicle.
I'm hearing it.
Right, first round with a couple of damage, and it's cheaper, so you could play like a restored Arc or an A-Wing or something.
No, you could just play Silver Angel and then put this.
Yeah, you put this on.
Because it's piloting for 1.
And there you go. You got your healing, you're doing, and the deck builds itself, guys. Out the airlock. So 5 cost blue tactic. Give a unit -5/-5 for this phase. And also, is that 000 in the art?
It looks like 000. I wish it was who's that droid in Rebels? The like really snarky one that sounds like Alan Rickman. You guys know what I'm talking about?
I can't remember.
He's like the cataloging guy, like the inventory droid, and he like there's one episode where he floats out the airlock at the end and he's just like singing this like random song.
Yeah, I remember
that.
I love that episode. But it should have been that guy. If I can remember his name.
All right, what do you think about this?
This is a super good common.
Yeah. It seems pretty cool.
It's not. It doesn't say non-leader on it.
Yeah, it doesn't say non-leader. -5/-5 is a lot.
Okay, yeah. The non-leader, that. All right.
I think this is good. This is like, this is comparable to something like Vanquish for sure.
Or like, because takedown's 4, right? But it has to be 5 or less power. So.
Health.
Yeah, 5 or less health.
5 or less health.
Yeah. I think some decks might want this.
I think this is super good into like Obi-Wan. Since he's a Sentinel. You have to swing in.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
David's not convinced.
I feel like maybe after rotation, when some of the like other stuff goes, like this might be.
I think it's specifically good because you can target a leader with this.
Sure.
And then you can like swing all your units in if you need to, or swing in at all and not die because they're not dealing damage back.
Okay.
I think
this is a must grab in draft. I'm gonna tell you
that was the other thing I was gonna say. In draft, this is your removal card.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Well, yeah, this and the one that kills a ship for 4.
Yeah.
I was thinking like this, like if lurking TIE Phantoms start getting piloted, that's gonna get nutty.
Yeah.
And this is your answer to that.
I guarantee you they are.
Yep. So, okay. Yeah, it's probably good. Luke Skywalker. Guys, we got another Luke. 2 cost, green hero, 3/2, Force, Rebel pilot. Or you can throw him as a pilot for 3, and it's a +3, +2. That is 3, right? Yeah. If this upgrade would be defeated, you may instead move him to the ground arena as a unit and exhaust him. Back from the dead.
I like it.
Zombie Luke.
Is this going to be posted before we reveal our spoilers? Or after?
No,
it's going to be after for sure.
After.
Yeah. So L337 that we revealed, guys, it's the opposite of that.
Yeah.
Right?
It's reverse L3.
You can play a blue-green deck and play Luke and L3, and then when either of them dies, they get to just like trade spots.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
And literally you call it the zombies.deck.
Yeah. I mean, I like that it's like one of the problems with piloting and pilots is like, your opponent just plays confiscate and you lose out on your 4 resource card that you had. Luke, you don't. At least you still get a 3/2 at the end of the day. If they kill your ship, like that counts as being defeated as well. So Luke just pops out in the ground.
That's pretty sweet.
It's a sticky threat.
Yep.
This is worse technically because it comes in exhausted, whereas L3 when she dies, she can go straight to a ready ship.
Well, it's the opposite because this comes in ready when it's like a pilot in a way.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, I am.
You can't combo it though. Like L3, it can be ready, attack,
right,
die, go to something. You can't use it twice in one round like you can L3.
Yeah, very true.
Okay. I'm contractually obligated to talk to you about Force Throw.
That's a Force unit.
Yeah, Force Throw. Because there are so many times I want Force Throw like I want to start round 2 and you can't.
Is there some like red green Force Throw deck that makes sense?
Not
maybe like new Luke pilot.
Yeah, maybe new Luke. Sure.
Maybe.
Mace Windu.
Yeah. Actually,
Mace Wind Doggy Dog. You can run
ramp
like Ayla in
that actually
there.
sounds kind of sick.
You've got Shakti.
Yeah, Ayla, Shakti.
And the other one,
the
2-cost ramp card that Hero has.
Spark of Hope.
Yep, Spark of Hope.
Yeah, that one.
Why would you do that?
I always called that something else.
So that you can get to Mace faster.
Oh,
yeah, exactly. If you're playing Mace, flipping on 7, you gotta have ramp.
You're right.
You play Cham.
You're right. Hey, I think the key is you just need to start playing Mace at the Lake Country because you just a few extra health, relaxing lakeside with a good drink. Mace will be happy.
That just doesn't sound good to me.
All right, Scouting Headhunter, 2 costs.
Trash card. Let's move on.
2/1 Sentinel. Hey, listen, in draft, it's that's fine.
Still bad?
In draft, it's fine. Okay.
Dorsal
turret, 1 cost. Green upgrade, +0/+0. Attached unit gains when this unit deals combat damage to a unit while attacking. Defeat that unit.
This card's kind of interesting to me.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Like, there's decks that exist that make a lot of token chips. Mm-hmm. Like, you play Vader, like the pilot Vader. You're making a bunch of TIE fighters. You just kill any spaceship with this and a TIE fighter. And like the TIE fighters really aren't costing you anything to make.
Yeah.
So if you've got, like 1 or 2 of these in your deck and you just, oh, whoops, I get to kill your Bright Hope for just 1 resource or whatever.
Yeah.
That seems pretty worth it.
Yeah. I like that.
It's very interesting. I think that like in the circumstances that it pops off, it'll be like,
it'll feel like a blowout.
So on the flip side, you could also put this on your Bright Hope. And so, if they attack like anything.
Well, no, it's while attacking.
When this unit deals combat while attack. Okay, never mind. I just read the combat damage. Reading is fun.
Gotta read the card.
You're right.
I've learned that the last few days. Migs, Galactic Ambition.
All right, Salvage, 0 cost event, guys. Play a vehicle from your discard pile, paying its cost, then deal 1 damage to it.
People have kind of hated on this card. People have said it's not really going to see play. It probably isn't, but 1, it's 0 cost. Yeah. Whenever anything in FFG card games costs 0, you got to take a good hard look at it.
It's true.
Number 2, you can play Falcon ready with this. You can play Fett's Firespray ready with this. Like, that's sick, in my opinion. And it's just like recurring that vehicle for you. It gives you 3 more of those cards in your deck. I think it's pretty sick.
Yeah.
It also counts as 2 cards. So like you play this for 0 and then play something. And then if you're playing the I always forget the name of it, but it's the ship that Vanguard Ace maybe that gets XP based on how many cards you've played in that round. This gives you a 0 cost that you can play that busts that turns into basically a 2 cost 3/3. If you play this like on 5 resource turn, you play this, get a ready Falcon, then play the Vanguard. Now it's a 3/3 for 2 in space. Like, that's pretty cool.
That seems cool.
Yeah. You just activated my Kaidi Mundi coordinate ability, and I drew 2 cards though. So probably trash.
Wait, what? Oh, the second card that you
second card. When you play your second card, I get to draw 2 cards. I think I was thinking about Thrawn when you want to trigger all those when defeated anyways. To be able to bring that back, and you also get to do a damage to it, so you might get closer to another when defeated.
I mean, this is also good with like any ambush vehicle.
Yep.
That doesn't have 1 health.
Yeah. True.
No, 100%.
Wait, actually, hang on. How would that work? Play a vehicle from your discard pile, then deal 1 damage to it. Do you get the when played during that first sentence, and then you deal 1 damage to it after you've gotten the when played?
That's a nested action, and I'm not 100% sure how that works because it's a little confusing.
Like, in theory, if you're playing a 7 fleet defender with this, can you deal 1 damage to it before you put the shield on or not? I guess is.
Or is it the other way around?
Yeah, or is it the other way around? Or you have to deal 1 damage to it first and then put the shield, or do you have to put the shield on it then and then deal the 1 damage to it?
I
Or do you choose? I don't think you choose in that scenario because of the two separate. Either. But for something like ambush, maybe you get the ambush first then. If you don't choose in that other scenario.
Shielded. It would be same as shielded. I
so
can't remember.
That is good.
Unless you have to resolve the card before you resolve
the whole card before you do those. Yeah.
But I think you resolve nested abilities before you finish resolving the card. I think.
Judge.
Because when you play Ewing, don't you get to play you get to activate the when played abilities before you play the next
play the next one? I think you do, right? So, yeah, you do.
I think that you can resolve the when played before having to deal the damage.
That's pretty cool.
That is my ruling.
There you go. We got our judge ruling.
Yeah. So if you've got Wedge out and all your vehicles have ambush and you've got like a 4-1 that you want to bring in.
We're cooking.
You got Wedge and then you bring in that red draw 2 cards when it dies card.
Oh, and you're playing Boba Fett.
Yeah.
It gets +1.
So you're dealing 5 damage to something and you're drawing a card.
I'm so proud of you right now. I want the record to
Someone
know
had to bring up Wedge.
I did not bring up Wedge on this entire episode, and here we are. And that was a brilliant
I'm kind of
combo,
disappointed because this is just all vehicles.
Yeah.
So
I need my second cup of coffee. Okay, let's keep going. Dogfight, 1 cost, green event, attack with a unit. Even if it's exhausted, that unit can't attack bases for this attack.
This is my card.
Yeah,
right
this card's
here,
boy.
Spice.
Love this card. I'm 100% building a green deck that has 3 frontline shuttles and 3 dogfights in it so that I can do some kind of shenanigans.
Dude, we are entering the Wampa era.
Oh,
okay. God. The Wampas are here to stay.
Overwhelm.
Yes.
No, hear me out.
Anakin Green with Wampas.
Oh my God.
Hear me out. You're playing Turret Green. And you just load up Turret.
Ooh.
You swing. You kill something. And you got Devotion on them, so you're healing. And then you play Dogfight. You attack with them again on something else. And you heal more off of your base. Like,
someone explains to me how this card does not attack with a vehicle unit.
I can't do that for you. I can't explain that.
Yeah.
I do feel like there's a lot of nasty things you can do with this. Like
on attacks is like where
yeah, any on attack ability, any like big overwhelm unit.
Cooking.
Yeah.
Isn't there a scene where Ahsoka gets out on the ship and like uses her lightsaber to like fight off?
I would argue that would still be in space though.
But she's a unit. But yeah, I don't know. I joke about Anakin Green, but I played that deck with a bunch of overwhelm stuff, and it was super fun. And you could be triggering Anakin, you could be triggering Dogfight, you could get some bravado. It's just like endless attacks. So if you missed my game in the Christmas series against Jim with Anakin, the Wampas truly like just ran the table, baby. So just wait.
You have to have 7 resources for this play, but like ECL, Wrecker, Dogfight, Overwhelm twice that turn. Like,
yeah, that's pretty nasty.
Oh, yeah.
And technically, if you wanted, his thing is a win play. Never mind. Yeah, still though, that's a lot of Overwhelm.
But Wrecker alone is sort of like, oh wow, yeah,
or Poe.
Very good.
Yeah, this is a pretty sick card.
Air Superiority, a 2-cost green tactic. If you control more space units than an opponent, deal 4 damage to a ground unit that opponent controls.
Nice.
This is interesting because it enables a little bit more safety in doing an all-space deck. You're just like making sure you have more than your opponent, and you can still control the board with like Air Superiority and Swoop Down. If you're playing like green-yellow, you have ways to deal with your opponent's ground units. If you're just all-space, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's also 2 for 4, which is just like better than open fire, but you do have to have more space units. So there is
I don't like those if then kind of statements like that typically on a card. So,
but you're only playing this if you're playing like Vader and you just like
you're playing like TIE Swarm,
spaceship,
TIE Swarm stuff. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Could be good.
Yeah. You're only playing this in like an all space deck, probably.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Our last one for this video. is Determined Recruit. It's a 2-cost red unit. It's a 3/1 resistance pilot or piloting for 2. It gives you +3/+1.
It's kind of sick.
It's
getting
push.
like like 3 damage for 2 resources that sticks around. Obviously, it is incumbent on your ship surviving after you play this onto it, or your ground vehicle, whatever. But if it does, and you can stick this, like a repeatable +3 damage is very threatening.
Yep, agreed.
Yeah, totally. Like, especially on something that you could put more than one pilot, like turn 1 spaceship, turn 2 R2 plus this guy, or like whenever you get the Falcon that lets you have multiple pilots and just like stack that pilot up with the R2, this dude, and something else. Like,
yeah.
All right.
Not terrible. I wouldn't say it's like exciting, but it's pretty sweet.
Yeah, solid.
For 2.
All right. Well, we're gonna stop there. We've got so many more spoilers, but we're just gonna stop the video there. We've got lots more coverage coming because it's a waterfall, everybody. A lot of fun things. See you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.